Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you the first 5 laws of exponents. Let's begin with the product rule. So as you can see, we have 2 factors where the bases are the same except they're raised to different powers. So what we can do is we can have the same base raised to the power of these 2 exponents added up together. How does that work though? Well, let's say that a equals 3, so 3 raised to the power of 6 times 3 raised to the power of 2. Now, 6 plus 2 equals 8, so we know that the answer will be 3 raised to the power of 8. And this is true because what we technically did is we took 3 multiplied by itself 6 times, right? And we multiplied that by 3 multiplied by itself twice. So when we finally count how many times we multiplied 3 by itself, we see that it is a total of both of these exponents. Okay, the quotient rule is similar, except we're saying that if we're dividing 2 numbers where the bases are the same, but they're raised to different powers, then what we have to do is subtract the exponents. Let's say that 3 raised to the power of 6 is being divided by 3 raised to the power of 2. We're going to subtract the exponents, and in this case we're left with 3 raised to the power of 4. Now let's check if that is true. So what we did here is we took 3 raised to the power of 6, so 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 3 multiplied by itself 6 times. And then we divided it by 3 multiplied by itself twice. So if I divided that by 3 multiplied by itself twice, then I'm just canceling out 2 of these, and I'm left with 3 multiplied by itself 4 times only. Now for the power of the power rule, we have a base, raised to the power, and then that power raised to another power. Now what we could do in this case is instead of adding, subtracting, this time we're going to multiply the exponents. For example, 3 raised to the power of 6 raised to the power of 2. This is the same as saying, as the rule states, 3 raised to the power of 6 times 2, so 3 raised to the power of 12. Now this is true because what we technically did is we had 3 raised to the power of 6 here, multiplied by itself twice. So this value raised to the power of 2. And in the end, we're left with, if you count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 3's multiplied by themselves. So yes, that leaves with us 3 raised to the power of 12. For the power of the product, we have A multiplied by B. So different bases raised to the same power. In this case, we can apply the exponents separately to both of the values. This is the same as saying A raised to the power of m times B raised to the power of m. Here we have 3 times 5, for example, raised to the power of 2. Now this is the same as saying 3 raised to the power of 2 times 5 raised to the power of 2, because what we're technically doing is 3 raised to the power of 2, which is 3 times 3. So here you can see that we're multiplying 3 by itself. And then we're multiplying that with 5 raised to the power of 2. So 5 times 5 times 3 times 3 is the same as 3 times 5 squared. So 3 times 5 multiplied by itself twice. And as you can see, the answers are the same. Now the power of quotient is where we have different bases again, but this time they're divided and they're raised to the same power. Again, we can write these as 2 different bases raised to the same power separately. And how does this one work? Well, we technically have, for example, 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 2. This is the same as saying 3 divided by 5 times 3 divided by 5, right? So 3 divided by 5 multiplied by itself twice. It's also the same as saying 3 multiplied by itself divided by 5 multiplied by itself. And there you go, we have the same answer. So by using these first 5 laws of exponents, you can expand brackets or combine exponents just to make simplifying much more quicker and easier. Hope to see you in the other video where we talk about the remaining laws of exponents too.